us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. To the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring...
Loose in the middle. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Foster. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Sells the run, wants to pass. Buying time to his right. It's caught downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Firing to the right, complete. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
I think the days of running backs just running.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This time they'll throw it. Rushes on. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right down the middle. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll move the tight end. Drops back on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Foster. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to keep it in the air. Reels it in. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice, and you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
And it's caught. All wideouts, no backs. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the move. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the #1 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets to... So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Finds his man on the RPO. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quarterback will keep it. Across the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Fresh downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Hey, guys, I tell you what.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Sells to fake. Buying a little time to his left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires into the end zone. Couldn't make the play in the end zone, but the offense is going to come out of this with a penalty on the D. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The give. Looking for the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of this drive. Got his man. There he goes. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And into the end zone for a touchdown. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Looking for the edge. Quarterback keep. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Sees some running room. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The lone back's got it. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And once the QB left the...
A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. EA Sports College Football continues with a late season Week 12 showdown here. It's the Syracuse Orange The missed 56-yarder makes that stop even bigger. Now the offense has outstanding field position. Flush to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Toto. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw one first. Floats it out in space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He'll go to the air again. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Just gets rid of that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires quickly, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. Nowhere to go. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's got it on the right. A gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion. Now 2nd and 2. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Motion from the back. Drops back on 1st down. Got him quickly. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Makes the catch and gets the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Saunters in. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Snags it. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent?
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Taking a shot. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That's a good example there of comp. Defense, the DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Really nice job in execution there on that third down through the passing game. All of a sudden now you've got a decision to make because you're in field goal range. But do you have the confidence to leave your offense out there to pick this first down up and go looking for a touchdown?
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Sells the run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Way off target there.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wideout, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Stepping to the right. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Keeps it on the ground. Ran through the contact. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fair catch. They've made it this far, undefeated, but a massive challenge unfolding right now to try to keep that perfect record. They'll run it. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. This team has answered every challenge all season, unbeaten so far, but now facing the possibility of being knocked off late in the year. Keep it on the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The craziest thing about college football week in and week out is just the momentum shifts. And when it shifts, it's just hard to stop it. And this offense, man, they haven't found any rhythm in this second half. And if they're going to get out of here with a win, I think they got to put a drive together and put some points on the board.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his man. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter, after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Left side, it's Meyer. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Looking for running room. To the 15. Might have a chance. That's what finished.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a two-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
Trying to establish the run. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Timeout called by the defense. 29 seconds to go.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Not sure what good can come out of passing here. He'll put it up for grabs in the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. This is the point in the season where coaches admonish and encourage their teams to finish strong. Week 13 here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida State Seminoles. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Florida State's offense will go to work first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's going to get plenty of targets, and in fact, this ought to be one of the better wide receiver matchups you'll see.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country. Two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
Snowed under by the defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wants to throw. It's Wade. They're all over it. He'll pull it down and run. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Breaks into the open. Touchdown.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They put the brakes on it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking downfield, it's Wade. Look out! They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes the junior running back. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. The snap, wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's got enough. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw one first. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. 2nd and long here. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Handoff from the gun. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, it's Wade. Unleashes one. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he drops the throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time he's got him. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They'll run it. Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires immediately. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second and short now after that completion. To the back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on first down from the 43. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. Needs it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Second down to the air. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run this play from the pistol. Hands it off. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The fake wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Cantrell. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Right at the line. There's a crease. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
If you are a fan of old school running the rock, then you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders, they're looking over to the sideline looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running move.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. In traffic, it's Foster. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job. Drops back. Sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra.
Gonna let it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he snatches it out of the air for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Bringing it out. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey, guys, the home team coach told me at the half. He talked to his team in the locker room about their energy level. He said this game is close, but everything of our season is on the line. He's trying to get them fired up, getting them on the field, ready to go here to start the third. More energy, more enthusiasm. They've got to have it here late in the season to keep their playoff dreams alive.
Thanks, Holly. 3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. That's caught, it's Soto. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
2nd and long here. Back to pass, it's Wade. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him this time. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The RPO got him. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Quick give. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Now, these offenses that are built for late-game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead, and you got a guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw one first. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Drives inside. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield.
field, 2 yards behind the line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. Stop right there.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way, they're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Makes the grab in their space. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. They've made it this far, undefeated, but a massive challenge unfolding right now to try to keep that perfect record. Looking downfield, it's Wade. Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. This team has answered every challenge all season, unbeaten so far. But now facing the possibility of being knocked off late in the year. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the fourth. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Long way to go on second down. Rid of it on the RPO. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Looking downfield, it's Wade. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Goes down immediately, but he's got... a fresh set of downs here. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to do, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Well, I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there. And he stopped from getting the first down.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. All by himself. Touchdown, Noles! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this This game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Now this offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And this offense is going to...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the field. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his target. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had to...
Trying to rumble in. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. And he takes this from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal.
After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this, the conference championship game.
And looking to throw now on first down.
Here comes the pressure. Oh, and they sack him. The pass rush making a big...
Well, Chris, that's one way to quiet this home crowd. This defense comes out and just immediately gets to the quarterback. This place was ready to go. Great energy here in the pregame, getting their offense on the field to start the game, and then, boom, it's a sack, and the air just left the building. When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush, and here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Looking to throw it on third and very long.
Looking deep down the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And the back now goes in motion. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Wide open downfield. Tackle made to the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
A new set of downs after that completion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. How aggressive do you get on first and 10? They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after them.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. You can't have a better start than that, and he...
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
This D-line is just winning the line of scrimmage, and this battle up front, they're being more physical and more aggressive, and the quarterback doesn't have really any chance to gain positive yards. You can tell he's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage from the get-go.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. First and 10 play coming up. And now the handoff.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. Looking to throw it on first down. It is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that... First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Nice grab. It's Knight. Goes out of bounds after a solid gain close to the 45. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Turns it loose downfield. He makes the grab. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You see an offense that runs these drag routes well, it is really tough to stop, almost impossible to stop. And the whole key for the offense is really about timing. It's about the quarterback getting that ball out of his hand on time and then accurately hitting the wide receiver in stride. If that happens, there's really nothing the defense can do.
So now Miami will use their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. Now the Canes will go ahead and spend their second timeout here. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Now when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
It's a nice run setting up third down here, and as an offensive play caller, you got to understand, are you willing to go for it on fourth down? I think they should be willing to go for it on fourth down. Even if they don't get it, the opposing offense would have to go 90-plus yards to score.
The Hurricanes will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it. No problem. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Knight. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. The offense really clicking here. He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, all game we've seen this defense fly around, and they're doing it again here. Just great contact, great physicality right at the catch point. It has been so difficult for this offense to find open space, create any rhythm. This has been a really tough day.
On third down, it's a handoff. They're able to convert. Now it'll be first and goal at the 6.
Well, Chris, if you want to win in the playoffs, you've got to be a good third down team. And here early in this game, they're able to get into third and short and convert and move the chains. This is something to watch the rest of the game. Can they have first and second down success and put them in position for an easy conversion? Right back in the...
Hands it off on the counter. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Oh, what a mistake. A 15-yard gift to the offense when you're trying to protect the lead here late in the game. So the offense with the first and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback drops back. Cut quickly. They finally make the tackle, but solid game. Sets them up first down at the 33. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Out of the gun now on third down. Looks left and finds his target there.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the kick.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. Good enough for first down yardage. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. First down, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Soto. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Another clutch play for this quarterback who's having a very solid championship game, Joel. He shows the confidence they have in him in this must-win moment.
Chris, you hit it on the head. It's about the confidence, and you can see that confidence come out in the decisions that he is making. That ball is going to the proper spot. He is playing so efficient right now, and this game is going to be on his shoulders the rest of the way.
Now a timeout call by the offense. That's their first. They'll still have two available as we approach the end of this game.
Well, Chris, it's kind of like rinse and repeat on these sets of downs here. Only run on first down, move the chains on second and third down, and stay on the field. This line is doing one heck of a job, in particular on first down.
They look to throw it here on second down. And it's going to be incomplete after a great battle for the football that time.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this third down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about beat, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those three together.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
Down 5 late in the fourth quarter. Of course, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down.
What a clutch possession by this offense, and a big moment like this.
A huge achievement, this conference championship, not just because it means getting a championship ring, but what it means to the playoff committee. And both these coaches, Joel, told us they think winning this game should be more than enough to get into that bracket.
Yeah, I totally agree with him, Chris. I think winning this game should send a strong message to that committee.
Greetings and welcome to a very special moment on the annual sports calendar. The Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. Inside the Tiburon Theater, I'm Chris Fowler. So proud to bring you Heisman Trophy night every year. So many memories come out of this night. Each of these guys have hung out together, got to know each other better, but ultimately, the night's going to belong to one guy. One name will be read here, and one man will have that life-changing moment and forever be known as a Heisman Trophy winner. These are nervous times for these guys. The announcement just moments away. They've gotten to New York City, not by focusing on it, but once you're here, man, they want to win it. And every past winner has told me this is really a nervous time for them. They're this close to the trophy, but will they get a chance to lift it? It's an honor, of course, to be a finalist. All these guys have enjoyed their experience, but ultimately, the night belongs to one man. We're about to find out who's going to be this season's Heisman Trophy winner. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalist. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season. And here we go. This season, the Heisman Memorial Trophy is awarded to junior quarterback out of Miami.